Greetings and welcome to another Deckard Games YouTube thing. Today we are going to take a look at Detroit Become Human on the PlayStation 4, a game that I've been playing since yesterday, and I thought it would be fun to do a quick review on my thoughts about the game, so let's take a quick look. So what do I think of Detroit Become Human? This is a story-driven game made by Quantic Dream and by David Cage. These are the guys behind Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls on the PlayStation 3. So if you're the kind of player that likes action games or adventure games, this may not be the game for you, but still, I think that you would still enjoy it. Again, story-driven game. This takes place in a distant future in Detroit, where technology has gone so far that these androids are taking the place of humans, especially in jobs. The unemployment rate has gone up to 35%, I believe. So there's riots against androids, against AI, and again, it touches some social aspects of our current reality, or maybe our future reality. Not only. And by the way, you play as 3 different androids, and I don't want to spoil the games for you, so I will be not showing any pictures or any video, any footage of the game that are not from the first level, or which is the tutorial that you already could play on the demo. But as I was saying, you play as these 3 androids with all different stories, but this is a game that again touches some social aspects of life. The first one is obvious, and it's about differences. Some people talk about slavery, but this is just the obvious one. These androids, they don't have rights. They ride on a special compartment on buses. They're segregated. So this is the obvious part. The not so obvious part is that this is a game about life. A game that asks some questions. They are not exactly new, but they don't have an exact answer. Some questions like, what does it mean to be human? What does it mean to exist? It talks about self-preservation, talks about freedom. Again, it's a very story-driven game, heavily inspired by Blade Runner. And when I say heavily inspired, I'm not talking about the ambience, I'm not talking about the time, I'm talking about the story itself. In Blade Runner, you have the replicants, and in this case, you have androids, both struggling within for their own identity, their own rights, trying to understand if they are alive or not. So this is a different game, a game where you have to take lots and lots of decisions. Again, not an action game, story driven, and those decisions affect the way the story progresses in the game. You can't lose in this game. There's no real way of dying, let's say. But those decisions that you take affect the story and the end, the outline of the game itself. So, as I said, social issues, morality, some touches of religion, not religion, belief, especially freedom, rights, self-preservation, and I really enjoy games like this. I really enjoyed playing in the past Heavy Rain, which is it was a good game. I enjoyed it quite a bit, although I enjoyed more Beyond Two Souls, which gives you a little bit of more freedom. Freedom, which, by the way, you don't have in this game. This is not an open world game, although in the footage it seems like so, but it's not. It's not an open world game. You get barriers all over the place where you can't go. And I really enjoy this game. There are only two minor complaints that I have with this game. First one being the camera. Sometimes the camera angle can be kind of awkward. You can get stuck at places, or you can't really see the thing that you would like to see, and you have to go around with the camera to get a better angle. The other one are the somewhat excessive use of QuickTime events. There are places in the game, or moments in the game, where I personally thought that the QuickTime events were not necessary. You could just use your D-pad, your controller to move your character. Let me think of an example. There's a part in the game when you're crawling on the floor, and you could just use your D-pad to crawl on the floor. And now, no, they turned that into a QuickTime event. This is just an example, a minor issue, where I think that those QuickTime events were not necessary. Nevertheless, as I said, story-driven game. And by the way, right at the beginning of the game, you have your assistant Chloe, and she tells you that the problems that you see in this game, and that you are going to take part of them, these are not problems from our present. These are problems from the future, and I totally get it. Progress has gone wild, and this is a look to the future of what might happen in a couple of decades from today. So if you enjoy games with a great narrative, with a good story behind it, you will love Detroit Become Human. It's not a perfect game, as I've said. If you like games that make you think for a little bit about these kind of issues, about segregation, about racial problems, about freedom, about self-preservation, morality, whatever, this is the kind of game for you. So play Detroit Become Human. Don't let all these memories lost in time like tears in the rain.
I don't want to die. You're not going to die. We're just going to talk. Nothing will happen to you. You have my word. Okay. I trust you.
So this was just a very quick and very personal review on Detroit Become Human. I really enjoyed the game. Again, not perfect, but still I think it's a great game. Story driven, social aspects of our life, and I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5. So if you already played Detroit Become Human, let me know in the comment section below what do you think of the game. If you haven't played it, let me know if you intend to play it, if you intend to buy it and play it. And as long as you're there, click that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, click that bell icon to receive notifications every time a new video comes up. Thank you very much for watching my channel. I'll see you in the comment section below. Until my next video, take care.
You lied to me, Connor.
You lied to me.